All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Bad Beats Evil Part Deuce. It's been a while since we did this show, and we've kind of been a little bit of a hiatus. Not really sure where we are going to be with this show. I would love to go live on a more regular basis, but I wouldn't want to do a show that's kind of like on a weekly basis. But besides that, I'm just happy to be back. I'm happy. I'm super excited, and also to join me here today is going to be the Geeks. All right, Mr. Geeks from Colorado. What's up, man?
What's up, bud? How are you?
Pretty good, man. It's good to have you back, man. Back for another show.
Yeah,
Uh, really excited to do this today, man. So, yeah, man. We are go ahead and go ahead just start diving in, and I guess we could start off with WandaVision, man. What did you think about that, man?
it's
Uh,
it's playing out exactly like I thought it was going to play out. Like I said, for myself at least, like I knew it was going to just get better and better and better. Like the more episodes you got to see, and for like me and my family, like we watch it like religiously every Friday, you know.
yeah,
And seriously, like the first three episodes were weird, but it just like every time they show like the real world stuff. Um, I love it. Like I like when they're on the outside of the hex, you know. And then I'm like really excited. Like I saw the big complaint with WandaVision is like it's 30 minutes long, and it
yeah.
feels like it's just you barely get a little bit, and then you have to wait. So like I read that the last three episodes are going to be an hour each, so we'll really get some storytelling.
Yep, I pretty much agree with you there. Like, I really like what's going on. It's pretty exciting. Um, but to be honest, like me and the woman, we've been watching it like every week. Usually, I work on Fridays and we get off on Friday. We watch it.
Yeah,
But then when that little screen that says like "stand by," dude, turns on, it's like way too soon. We're like, no, and
yeah,
that's kind of like we're getting a little bit impatient with it. But we're like you said, we're kind of looking forward to that. The last episodes are going to be like three uh, 1 hour shows or whatever.
yeah,
Um, but it is exactly going like kind of the way it was kind of predictable, like
yeah.
in the way it's saying. I feel like a lot of people are kind of like dissecting it and they're like,
Oh
going
yeah,
in a little too deep into it, like trying to make big assumptions.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, like I'm just trying to enjoy it at the moment, but I know there's gonna be a big reveal like at some point. I honestly like whenever I saw Quicksilver come in, like Fox's Quicksilver, Evan Peters, I think. Um, Me and my son looked at each other and were like, "Holy shit!" Like they're bringing in the other worlds. But I think that uh, I'm not sure if that's going to play out the same way as I thought it was going to play out. Like after seeing this last episode,
yeah,
but I'm loving it. Like I'm liking how Vision's starting to realize shit's fucked up,
yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing like it get out of the TV phase and more into like what's really going on.
Dude, I feel like she's probably gonna kill him or something. I don't know, dude. It feels like she's turning like evil, dude. Like,
She's going to kill Vision.
yeah, I feel like she's gonna kill him or something.
Did you see this week's episode?
Yeah,
I I'm pretty sure he's dead.
like he's dead already, right?
Yeah,
But like,
I think like she's using like his corpse to kind of
like a puppet.
yeah, exactly.
But he's still like self-aware because he feels like there's something wrong.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know.
that's
That's why I'm so excited to watch the show. Like
it's like
because like
I
I'm
think
always wondering like you saw the previews to Winter Soldier and Falcon, right?
I have not actually.
Yeah, there's it came out that was like one of the big ones for Super Bowl. It was a Winter Soldier Falcon preview. And
Yeah,
it looks pretty straightforward, straight like exactly what you would think would happen in that, like those two, you know, fighting an army or whatever, like just pretty straightforward. Like I was really looking forward to WandaVision because it was going to be so out there.
right. And so far it's been good. I just wish that it was like they would have just released the whole thing at once. in my opinion. I would have enjoyed it a lot more that way.
Yeah, I even like books like that. Sometimes like I won't even read a story until I get like all 5 of the
Yeah,
issues
yeah,
because like I'll get lost, especially like if it's coming out once a month. You read like 10 minutes 1 month, and then you got to remember that 10 minutes the next
yep,
month. Sometimes I'll just wait like until I get everything.
yep.
It,
And that's
especially what's that?
yeah, like that. I agree with you. That's been kind of my strategy for this year, going into waiting for the hardcover or whatever. It's reading books because I really get lost month to month.
Yeah, I mean like obviously like with Venom, I'm reading it because it's like an ongoing thing. But a lot of the like the minis, like the 1 through 5s or whatever, I'll just wait until I get them all. Um,
Yeah,
because yeah, I'll get completely lost, or if I'm just like, like sometimes like maybe one of those books you're just sort of into and it doesn't really like grab you.
right.
So if you have to wait another month, like you've already almost given up. Like it takes a little bit to push you through that.
Yep. And I feel like that's kind of how with the WandaVision, like I was reading on some articles, it's already kind of losing a little bit of steam with people.
Oh really?
Uh,
Oh yeah.
'Cause,
I mean, like I feel like it was like from the very beginning, everybody was not. They were like down on it because it was so different. You
and it was
know?
so short.
Yeah, yeah, and the time is terrible. Like 30 minutes is just not enough, especially when they put like weird
Ten,
shit in there, like the like a 2 minute commercial, like that is like an Easter egg.
yeah.
It
And-
takes away from what they could really be telling the story, unless that has something to do with the overall story that I just don't know yet.
Yeah. And then like 10 minutes of it is like credits,
Yeah,
like at the end. It's like,
I know, and like almost every time, dude, like I'll just watch the whole thing, thinking like, oh, they might show something. But
yeah,
we watched that downstairs in the basement. We have like this huge projector, so we pull
yeah.
it down, and every time that comes on and the big Marvel logo comes up and it's like that music comes on, it's very like it feels like a movie. Like the time they put into the Marvel stuff is, even the Mandalorian, like it's awesome. Like
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the Mandalorian, um, that was a good show too. And that one had like it was kind of different because WandaVision is like one big arcing story, right? Like and whereas the Mandalorian usually had like an adventure, like
yeah,
every episode was kind of like an adventure.
yeah,
And
he was on missions for sure. Like it took
yeah,
months.
those were like side quests and stuff. And so that kind of made it enjoyable, more satisfying every week.
Yeah.
Um, and also, like, we want to talk about like some of the news that just came out this week. The character Cara Dune. I'm gonna pull up this tab right here. So there's been all these news, right, that people are reporting that Gina Carano is the name of the actress. Wasn't she like a UFC fighter or something?
Yeah. Yeah, she was a UFC fighter. I don't really know a lot about her, but I mean, I know she was a
Yeah.
UFC fighter.
Well, she got canned by Disney because of some stuff that she showed on the Twitter. Now I looked it up on Twitter, man, and I saw when she posted it. It was I don't know, it was your typical political slander. You know what I mean? That if it would have been like somebody else posting it that wasn't famous, it probably wouldn't have been such a big deal. It's just like something you keep on scrolling by. But for her, I guess Disney just fired her because I don't know if they just probably didn't agree with her what they're doing that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, like it's tough, dude. Like it's tough to say anything right now. Like everybody's so sensitive on what you can say. Like not that what she did is correct or anything. It's just like you can't even like speak your mind about stuff. It's like that whole getting rid of the Punisher logo. It's like people are unhappy, so instead of like figuring out like a solution, they bury the problem.
Yeah. Yep. And I agree with you there. Like we were talking about earlier, like in the backstage, how I was watching like promos for like Scott Snyder, as a wrestler, and he was like, this was the '90s, and he was like saying some stuff that would definitely not fly today. And I just feel like that's kind of like how the culture is now. Like we are a little bit more uh, sensitive to things, like you said.
Yeah, too sensitive
Yeah,
to
and
some degree, you know.
yeah, and I mean, I kind of agree. Like with Disney, I kind of agree with what they were saying. Uh,
I
I
get
mean,
why they did it, you know, because like
yeah,
their whole, you know, they're catering to like older people at the moment with like Marvel and Star Wars, but they're known for like catering towards kids, you know.
right,
So like I get it, like I get why they did that, but
yeah,
you know,
and
people
I
aren't perfect, you know, they're not perfect. So
right, and I guess with everything, I guess political. Uh, if I was like a Disney people or somebody, you'd probably try to stay away from that. Um, at least nothing that's not presented by the company. You know what I mean? Of course, Disney themselves are probably going to be presenting their own ideas, but they probably want to have control over that.
yeah, to be honest though, like she's not a character that I care that like I'm not gonna see that much anymore, I guess. Like
Yeah,
I think she'll be easy to like write off and and put somebody else in their place. But I also think like, you know, Disney, like if you're popular enough, they'll look the other way because they did the same thing with James Gunn. Like
yeah,
they booted his ass out of there for making some like crazy comments, like some like I can't even repeat them because like I'd probably saying them wrong, but it was like some weird shit that was supposed to be funny, but you know, it comes off kind of weird.
yeah,
Which I'm sure it was probably just supposed to be funny. Um, but you know, like he like is a huge like he had a huge part in making the Guardians as popular as they did or are, you know.
yep. And
And
I'm excited.
what for him to come back?
Yeah,
I'm excited for him to do Suicide Squad.
yep.
I'm like stoked for that, and that's going to be like straight to HBO, so I'm going to get to watch that.
Hell
Like
yeah, dude.
I'm pretty pumped about that.
Dude, I know there's gonna be a high body count. Like they got all these no names, like characters from like all these like obscure characters. Some heads are gonna blow up. I
Yeah,
just
I think like Suicide Squad under James Gunn has the potential of being maybe even better than Guardians. You know, like because DC's gonna like let him go crazy.
yeah. And
So
speaking of that, like with HBO Max and stuff, they're doing. Have you seen the preview clip for tomorrow? It's gonna be the Scott Snyder.
I don't know.
Oh, we can watch that right now.
I know
Um,
like I'm not like a. I wish they would have did 1 hour episodes instead of a 4 hour movie. Not that it matters. I just really think it would have been easier to convince my girl and the kids to sit down for an hour episode more than try to stop it and say, okay, we'll be back tomorrow to start, you know, the movie again. There's no way we're going to watch a 4 hour movie in one setting.
that's what the woman was telling me. She's like, "Are we gonna take a break with this, or are we just gonna like?" I was like, "We're gonna power through this." You know what I'm saying? She's like, "What if I go to the bathroom?" I was like, We're gonna bring some bottles up here
Yeah.
so you can take care of
Some
business."
depends.
Yeah, some depends. We're gonna power through this thing,
Yeah.
okay? Now we probably just take a break. But is it showing on the screen? Am
No,
I
I'm
stuck?
not seeing anything. Oh, yeah, no, I am.
All right, cool. So they're adding like some newer scenes here, like that one with Superman. And is this the old one? Yeah, I think
Is
this is
this
the
where
old.
they have the old timey music playing?
Oh yeah, this is the older one. I think we're looking at the preview one. I'm trying to find that, but they actually show like Granny Goodness. I thought I was pretty excited about that. Oh, yes, this one. And they got this badass shot of the Batmobile right there. That Batmobile right there. That's a great
Superman looks awesome right there.
shot. Black suit Superman right there. I don't know who's shooting that arrow there.
I'm like really excited for this. That
Yeah,
looks awesome right there.
that's a great shot right there.
Yeah.
No mustache. All right.
Dude,
And
whenever they superimposed the mustache off of his face or whatever, I don't even know why they did that. Like it looked so bad, and they could have got rid of that scene, and it wouldn't have even mattered for the movie.
I know the movie was already so chopped up so bad, anyways. They could have put a, I don't know. They could just let him grow a beard out or something. I don't
That
know.
looks awesome too. I
The
don't.
Joker,
I haven't seen this.
yeah. So I think that's Joker is part of the nightmare sequence, and I'm pretty excited about that. He actually looks a lot more scarier than he did in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Scott Snyder said that, or not Scott Snyder, Zack Snyder. Zack
Yeah.
Snyder said that if he could have did a second movie to the Batman or whatever, like he said he would have used the Joker a lot more, and went into him killing Robin and then like showing why he had beef with Bruce.
Dude, that would have been a dope story, dude.
This movie was all fucked up anyways though because they had Josh Whedon do half of
Yeah,
it and Zack Snyder do half of it, and it was just like,
it was a mess. Yeah,
yeah, it was just a mess. But I think I told you last time, like I like this movie.
I did.
I even like the the one that everybody says is shitty. Like I actually liked it. I think this one's going to be way better too. That's awesome. I
Yeah,
wonder
man,
how big of a part he's going to actually have though.
because they've added a few scenes with Darkseid in it, and
Yeah,
I know they showed him with Granny Goodness, the that evil lady from Apocalypse.
yeah. I
So
don't know who that is.
uh,
I'm not
I'm,
familiar.
I like this one's got like the Batmobile in it or something like that. But that Batmobile looks sick, dude. Like it's like a tank or something. But yeah, man, Scott Snyder, they're gonna release an official trailer tomorrow,
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm pretty excited about that.
You know that new the Batman with Robert Pattinson or whatever.
Yeah.
I think his Batmobile looks fucking awesome. Like that muscle car, like the beefed up muscle car with
Oh yeah.
the the armor on it. I'm pretty excited to see that movie too.
Actually, yeah. Because it's almost like a year one or something. Like,
Yeah, it is. Like I think that's exactly what it is. I think they're saying that it's the first year that he was or becomes Batman, and like how he's dealing with everything. Um, it looks awesome. Like I would have not picked that guy, uh, but I think he's going to be great. I wouldn't have picked Heath Ledger for the Joker either. So
yeah, I wouldn't either. I was like the guy from Brokeback Mountain, dude.
yeah,
I was like,
I see what I was saying. The not Brokeback, but I was saying because I grew up watching like 10 Things I Hate About You and stuff. And he was like the heartthrob in that, like the geeky heartthrob. And I was like, dude, that guy is not going to be a good Joker.
no.
Turns out he was.
Yeah. Apparently, you lock yourself up in a motel for a week and you got it.
Yeah,
Uh,
it works.
oh, looks like the woman's in the chat coming out to support. She's only thing she cares about is more Wonder Woman scenes.
Yeah, there you go. I
I
mean,
think
I think we all do. Yeah,
I think we all want more Wonder Woman scenes, and I think we're gonna get it too because I think out of everybody, she's probably like the one. Gal Gadot's like the most established one.
yeah,
So
yeah, and that's
uh,
crazy too because like you would think like with Ben Affleck and Jason Momoa, like some of the bigger stars, or like I would think of them as bigger stars. Like she like completely stole, the limelight for that movie. I think Jason Momoa is probably like second though. I think everybody liked him as Aquaman.
I like them as Aqua Bro because he kind of adds like his own personality to it.
Yeah, and
Uh,
I wasn't a fan of that whenever I first saw him, like because like I was like wanting them to keep like so comic accurate,
yeah,
for no reason, like just because that's what my mental state said. Like that's not Aquaman, but yeah, it looked freaking awesome. Like whenever they showed him, and like he was awesome. It was just different than I expected.
yeah. So I'm pretty excited about that. Also, speaking of HBO Max, I think it was a good move for them to kind of put. They decided to come out and start releasing everything in the HBO Max streaming format
Yeah.
first before they do like theaters or whatever. I thought that was a good move for sure.
Yeah, my girlfriend hates it. She's like a big fan of movie theaters, and she thinks that it's going to take away the movie experience. Biggie and D's in here, and
Oh
we got to
yeah,
say like congrats to Biggie for hitting 1,000. I
yeah, for
was
sure.
Yeah, he invited me on his live stream yesterday, and I was driving to Denver, so it just didn't work out.
Yo, shout out to Biggie Shack, man. Congratulations on reaching 1K, man. I was watching that rewind. I know you probably watched it too, didn't you?
Yeah, I watched it this morning at the hotel.
Yeah. Now it's like you was like sharing like favorite Biggie moments.
I know.
And
I typed mine in there, and I wish I could have been like on to like actually explain it better. But it was whenever he was doing a promo, and his mom was like talking to him in the back, and he like turns around like this, and he's like, "Mom, I'm cutting a promo right now," and then he goes back to talking. I was like dying laughing. It was so funny.
dude, is maintaining the persona, man. Uh, and mine was like when I was watching him live stream, dude. I don't know where he was. It was like this hole in the wall place that he was at, and he was like going through these boxes, and then he pulled out that Jimmy Olsen first Dark Side, dude.
Yeah.
And he kind of like stopped for a little bit, and I guess he was trying to make sure it was that one, dude. And it was something dumb. It was like $4, bro.
I seen him pull out a first Jigsaw like in one of the Punisher series.
Right.
Like I never run across like big stuff like that. I like minor keys. Like I'll find minor keys, but like nothing like crazy. Like I've seen like there's this guy Funk Comics that's on Instagram.
Mhm.
He posted that he found ASM 129 like at a flea market or something. I'm like who the
That's
fuck
great.
finds this stuff? Like that's so
That's
awesome.
great. Yeah. That's
I
great
dream
that
about finding something like that, and then I just go on eBay and have to pay for it. Just
one day,
doesn't
bro.
happen. Yeah.
One day. Also, D-Runks in the chat, man. What's up, man? Uh, always bringing the heat, man. You see, I saw him unbox that Daredevil #2. Dude's
Yeah, I mean,
talking,
it all like fails in comparison to showing Daredevil 1, though. But yeah, he has all the big books.
bro. He's trying to collect. What is it? He said the first 10 or something like that. Slab for Daredevil. That's a goal
Insane.
right there, bro.
Yeah,
That's a goal, man.
I just want Daredevil 1. You know,
I just want one.
yeah, I just want the first one. I feel like I had a chance to get that, and now it's like it's going too high. Like even like a 0.5 is like people are asking like 13 to 1500 on eBay, and it used to be like you could get like a 0.5 like a cover list for like $500, and then a CGC 0.5 for like $800. And I was like, that's what I was focusing on. Like I wanted to really get one of those. But now that it's gone like too high, I'm like, fuck that book. I barely wanted it anyways.
That's how it usually is, man. Like,
Yeah. I'll get back to it, like whenever it drops or whatever, because they all do. Like, not that it's going to drop lower than it was, but it like, they go up and down. It's as like those type of books are a steady increase, so you're always going to it's always going to go up. It's just next time it goes down, like instead of it being at 800, it might be at 1,000, and then that's your buy-in.
Yeah, and I think because it did go down. I think it shot up when the show came out, and I think after the show, it kind of went down. It dipped a little bit.
Yeah, but
it never dipped.
I think they're saying like Charlie Cox is going to be in Spider-Man 3. Like I think like that's what they're like, or that's what I'm hearing. Like is that Charlie Cox is going to come back and be in Spider-Man 3. Like even if it's for like just a second, like people will freak out and the book will go crazy again.
Yeah, the book is crazy, man. And
I'm almost hoping that like because like I really feel like the Venom Let There Be Carnage is probably going to go nowhere. Like. So I'm hoping it doesn't do like I want to enjoy it, but like I hope it kind of does bad because like at one point I wanted like a 9.8 ASM 361.
Yeah,
but people are selling it for like a ridiculous amount of money. So I'm not going to buy that. Not
So
until it goes right down.
So you're buying a short position on that, huh? It's like you're like GameStop right now.
Yeah. Wait until it goes down.
Biggie Shack says he only gets books that Barry Gary says to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I only get books that the Voodoo Black Magic Man tells me to.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some books you be specking on, man?
Oh geez. I'm trying not to spec at all. Like,
Dude,
because
it's a crapshoot, dude.
Because like I have I have tons of boxes full of books that like I spec'd on and I still have them, you know, like, and some of them like I could give a shit less about the books. Like I'd really rather sell a bunch of those books, like even at a loss, to get money to get a big book that I actually want, you know, or get something that like I want to hang on my wall, not that I'm gonna like put it in a box and hope that it increases in value.
Yeah.
But I mean, like if I had to guess, like, you know, like what's going to hit next, it's got to be like anybody in the X-Men, like Gambit. As soon as like something happens with the MCU, like, and they show something like that, you know, it's obviously going to be Fantastic Four or Gambit or Wolverine or X-Men or any of that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, those are like, and one that like I don't know, like I have a I think it's X-Men. Geez, is it 129? The first Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost.
I'm not familiar with X-Men.
I have that one. I think that book's gonna like go up like crazy. Like,
I think it's all X-Men, pretty much, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think that's more of like one that you could get right now, or maybe like a First Jubilee or something like that.
Yeah, or maybe like some of the I'm drawing a brain for it right now. Oh, the ugly cover Rogue.
Yeah, I think that
you can find that one pretty cheap right now.
Yeah, I think that one will probably spike pretty hard whenever they actually do something with those characters. But like some of the other ones that I have is like I should have known better, you know, like, and I have tons of them.
Yeah, I think with a lot of like speculation, like right now the market's crazy because it's not just for like comics, but like trading cards are getting super hot. It's getting like what do you call it? What is this hot? Pokemon cards, bro. Anything 90s. Pretty next thing you know, Beanie Babies gonna be hot, bro. So you start Beanie Babies.
My kids have like all their Pokemon cards just like in the closet, like they're no longer collecting them. And I've thought about like maybe I should sell those things, and you know, because it's, you know, I'll leave that for them to sell. Like that's just greedy.
I remember I used to have some when I was a kid. Like I used to collect the Pokemon cards, but mine got lost.
Do you want to know what you're drinking?
I'm trying out these. It's called Voodoo Ranger.
Oh yeah, by New Belgium.
Yeah,
that's from Fort Collins.
It is from. I was reading the labels, Fort Collins, bro.
Yeah,
and
we used to drink that stuff. Not that, but Fat Tire, which is their flagship. Whenever I was in high school, that was like a like crazy high end beer for us. Like we were like, holy shit, somebody's got a Fat Tire keg.
I saw these at the pharmacy, and it said guava, mango, and pineapple. And it's like I like all three of those.
Yeah, I think those are like pretty high in alcohol too. Like I think it's like an 8.9 or something.
Yeah, 7. Yeah. So it's not bad actually. Magic Lasso's in the chat. What's up, man?
The last guy to win the wheel, right?
Yeah, Magic Lasso, and
he's going to be on Kavi's original art hour, and I'm like really looking forward to that. I love original art hour.
Yeah, I remember he was talking about that in the video. He's got some Wonder Woman pieces or something. Yeah. You know, I'm always down with some Wonder Woman. And Biggie Shaq says, I'd probably take that Deadpool card more serious if it didn't come with a top 3 ever sold comic.
Yeah, like that comic was like produced in the millions. So like even if it was like 1/4 of that, there's 250,000 of those cards out there. So because they came with like I don't know, 6 different cards or something like that, maybe 4. But there's different ones. There's like a Shatterstar. There was a team appearance, and then the Deadpool one. You know, I know somebody's like I saw somebody post that's going on eBay for like $10,000 for like a Gem Mint card.
Right.
You know, hopefully that guy can get that because that's awesome. No.
Yeah.
But
And,
I saw one of those bagged X Factors on eBay. I was just looking at it with the Deadpool card, and I think it was like $30. So, I mean, that'd be like if somebody got $10,000, I'd buy a shit ton of those and just grade them all and test my luck. Even if I sold them for $100, that'd be awesome.
Super sweet. I'm just gonna stay away from all the card stuff. I'm gonna stick to comics for now. We're gonna keep it comics. All right. We're gonna stay away from the cards. I'm gonna ask around, see who's got some Beanie Babies. Gonna start specking on some Beanie Babies.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're gonna ask C3 if you could use Keep It Comics.
I thought that was the other guys.
Yeah. I don't know where that like I remember
It's
watching
a contention.
that.
We're gonna keep it comics here. No cards. And then I'm gonna try to steal D-Runk's thumbnail for this video.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna comment on that, but I was like, I know he did that.
Honestly, I was just being lazy. But what I do know is that D-Runk's saying that it's gonna be his birthday on Monday, man.
Yep.
So you're finally gonna be able to drink legally, bro.
Yep. He'll be a young 30-something. I think he's like my age or a year older than me. Or a year younger. I think he's younger than me.
But happy birthday, D-Runk, man. I hope you get what you want for your birthday. I'm guessing you're probably gonna pull a banger out or something for his birthday. I'm sure. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like the next one was like Blade or something like that. Or Ghost Rider. I think he has mostly everything, all in 9/8. The slab gecko.
Biggest Shaq, he's stealing everybody's catchphrase.
Well, everybody stole his though, right?
Yeah, everybody says bang. I just literally said banger 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And but man, you just add into the culture. That's all that is, man. D-Runk says legal drinking age in Minnesota is 38.
There you go.
I doubt that. He's getting some punani. Nice. But yeah, man, I think with the what else we got? We wanted to get to a new segment. We call it "Who."
Well, you were gonna talk about. Were you gonna show that Kong trailer?
Oh yeah. We're gonna look at the Kong just real quick because this is old. This is an old. I guess it's old for internet phase or internet age.
That's probably like one of the movies that we're not going to watch on HBO Max. We're going to actually go to the theater to watch that.
I think this one kind of does deserve that theater treatment.
It's massive, dude. Like you want to see these guys on a huge screen fucking shit up.
Hell yeah, dude. Who do you think is going to win, bro?
I think that they're going to both tie, and then they're going to team up to fight a bigger evil. There's no way that they're going to they're not going to let Kong lose for sure. I feel like. No, I think he's like the underdog that they want him to win.
I want the Ape Man to win.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Like he's the one that everybody wants to win. So they're not going to let him lose, but they're not going to let Godzilla they're going to make them team up. They're going to make them fight, and then they're going to become friends and fight another, like just like every episode of Dragon Ball Z, like like the hero and the villain fights for a little bit, and then another villain comes, and they have to team up, become friends, and fight somebody else.
Yeah, but this trailer was banging, dude. I got really excited when this part coming up right here with Kong just boom.
Oh, I like the part whenever he flies at him with like that lightning axe or whatever, like
Yeah.
at the very end, and he shoves it down his throat. Yeah, that's the only thing. Like with all these, that looks cool too. With all these coming like straight to streaming, like I love that. Like I really do like it. But there's some movies that still need to be seen in like a big screen, like an event,
Dude. Yeah, this is definitely one for like the theaters, dude. Can you imagine the sound system in there? But yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's gonna be on HBO Max. I don't know if I'm gonna have the discipline to like not watch it at home before I go to theaters and stuff. But
well, I mean, like I already threatened that, but like my girlfriend said we have to go, like because like I'm lazy, and I would have just been like, yeah, let's watch it right now.
Yeah,
because I didn't get to watch WandaVision until today because we had to go up to Denver. And like on my phone last night, I was already looking up Easter eggs. I was like, what happened? Like I'm just curious, man. Like I'll ruin it for myself. Like I need to watch it right whenever I get access to it. And dude, that HBO Max, there's Suicide Squad, there's the Snyder Cut, there's Dune. I want to see Dune, the Godzilla one. The Matrix is going to be on there.
Hell yeah.
There's quite a few like crazy big movies that are coming out. Like The Matrix, like I mean that was huge whenever I was a kid. Like and for them to be making, I don't know, I don't know if it's the fourth or the fifth, but like for them to be making one like all these years later and then just put it straight to streaming, it almost doesn't seem right,
Mm-hmm.
Not that I would have went to the movie to watch it, but it just seems like it should have got like a little bit more of a special treatment. And I probably will watch that one at home. So yeah, but the Godzilla one, I think we're definitely going to go. We want to like enjoy like the whole experience of seeing those fucking behemoths fighting on the biggest screen we can afford.
Hell yeah. So yeah, right here going into the chat. Mortal Biggie Shaq says he wants the Godzilla to win, but he never gets what he wants.
I heard like that Mecha Godzilla is going to be in it.
I've heard that too.
So that's what I'm like specking on. Like that's my spec.
That's respect.
They're gonna team up to fight Mecha Godzilla.
I think honestly, if they were like trying to keep it going on, they should like let somebody get the W this time, and then like next time somebody else wins it, and then you have like a tiebreaker movie. It kind of be like like an old boxing trilogy or whatever.
In the Alien versus Predators, Predators always come out on top, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
For the most part. And then
they give them hell, but they always come out on top.
And D Runk says Snyder Cut comes out tomorrow. Yeah, we were talking about. We're super excited about that, man. Hopefully they do it justice. No pun intended.
Only the trailer though does, right?
Huh? The trailer comes out tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, because the other one doesn't come out till like March, right?
Right. After March something. The woman says they better become BFFs. I think King Kong and Godzilla.
I think she's going to be very pleased.
They're gonna.
I'd be so shocked if like fucking Godzilla just beats the shit out of King Kong for 2.5 hours. Like, and then that's the end of the movie. And then like he's licking his wounds and he's going to come back for the next one. Because like if I had to guess like who would actually win, I really think Godzilla would just kick the shit out of King Kong. Like so? Yeah, he's for one thing, like I feel like he's bigger, and then he has like the fucking laser breath or whatever. I just don't see King Kong And like apes don't swim, right? Like, or
Yeah,
they're not good swimmers. So
I
like,
think
whenever he's fighting them, he's like in the fucking ocean, like, or like when they first meet and he's like
yeah.
dangling and they just pull that fucker down and drown him. So I think Godzilla would wreck him. That could be.
Honestly, I'm gonna go with Kong. I think if they were to actually fight, Kong would probably beat him because he has thumbs. And in that
But
first
he has
movie
laser breath.
where he
Godzilla
like,
has freaking laser breath.
but didn't you see like in the trailer, he's like holding that little trident thing and he's like hitting him with his own laser.
Yeah, I don't know. He like,
Doesn't he have to recharge too? Doesn't he have like
yeah,
cooldown?
he does. I think he does have to recharge, but still,
He has to
just
dodge one, and then afterwards he can just like
yeah, and like
snap that mouth.
Biggie's saying I think he's talking about Godzilla. He's like saying that he's thick. You know, like I guarantee that dude. I guarantee he has like alligator fucking skin. You know, like
I don't know. Kong's
it's
got some buns too.
no. I mean, like we'll see. We'll see in a few months, I suppose.
Plus, Godzilla has a lizard brain.
Yeah, I mean, like that is the one thing going against him, I suppose. Kong is probably like 10 times smarter. I mean, there's a lot of animals out there that could kick the shit out of us, and we just dominate them. So
That's true. We set traps, run away, and set traps.
It could go either way.
But yeah, that's actually going to lead us right into this new segment. I guess we do a choose your fighter. We're going to be talking about who would win in a fight between Aquaman versus Namor. So Aquaman obviously is a DC character, right? And Namor is a Marvel character. But they both have like similar styles. They're still both kings of Atlantis and stuff, but they both are kind of different. And they also kind of vary in their powers. So we would have to be like, who do you think would win in a fight, like in a legit fight, one-on-one, throwing it down?
I mean, this is like I told you earlier, like this is completely all you, you know, like you know a lot about Aquaman. I know nothing about really either of them, to be honest, like very little. My only thing is like with besides Superman, I feel like Marvel is always way more overpowered than most of DC characters. And I think like, you know, what I know of Namor, like he's like insanely smart and insanely strong. And that would be my only reasoning for saying like, I think he would probably win.
You think Namor would win?
Yeah, I think like, but that's me like saying I don't know that much about either of them.
Yeah.
Now,
And
DC and Aquaman won, so see, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
oh, D-Rock's like he's talking about that comic in the 90s where they fought
Algorithm or whatever, Amalgam Comics.
No, it was a comic or something, and then I think Aquaman won by like I think he landed a well on him or something. I thought that was a cop out though. I don't think that was like legit. Like how Namor is not gonna get killed by like goddamn whale landing on his head. Like I feel like Namor is strong enough. But I think Aquaman would probably win one-on-one fight. Mostly because he has that trident is magic. And I think he used that trident to like beat up Superman. No, somebody used it. I think it was his brother, Ocean Master, used that trident to take down Superman. I think one-on-one. I think it would be a close one though. I think it would be about like a hair. It could go like either way. And I'm totally not biased at all. Like I'm not an Aquaman fanboy or nothing when I'm saying this. But
I mean, you sort of are, but yeah.
But you know, I think Aquaman would probably win, like legit, but not by much. But even though Namor is stronger, though, the only thing that would worry me about like Namor is like if they start like if they call a friend, because Namor's homies with Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom's a badass. I'm not gonna be biased on that or whatever. Doctor Doom's badass, dude.
I feel like if you gave it to like a bunch of writers to write right now, like just popularity wise, like Aquaman is more well known, so they'd probably write him to win. You know,
Yeah.
but I feel like Namor would probably win. Like just like the little bit that I know, very little. Like I feel like he's very like I feel like he's probably stronger, but
I think he is stronger.
I mean
But
but that goes like with that whole fucking Godzilla King Kong thing. It's like I think Godzilla's stronger, but yeah, you did like King Kong's way smarter, and I think that could hold hold the edge on the fight. So, not saying like just because Namor is stronger that he's gonna win.
but I think like Namor has like he's also like more hot headed.
Yeah,
Like for sure. Like I think he's more like a charging bull. Like he would just like charge right at you. You probably distract him with like what's that lady's name from the Fantastic Four?
Sue Storm.
Yeah, you probably like
Yeah,
distract him with.
because he's infatuated with her.
I think if it was like a macking contest, Namor definitely wins.
Biggie says he goes with who has the most expensive book. That's unfair too though because like Namor's way older. He came out in like the 40s, didn't he?
So did Aquaman.
Did he? I thought
Yeah,
he came out in like the Silver Age, like the 60s.
it was more comics. Bro, let's find this out. Let's go. I'm gonna go to Go Collect, and we're gonna find out.
Go collect to decide who wins the fight.
We're gonna go by monetary value. All right, based on nothing else. What was Namor's first appearance?
Well, Biggie's saying it's Marvel Mystery #1. I'm just going to take his word for it because I don't know.
I don't know either. So we're just gonna go with. I'm pretty sure Biggie knows. He's a Namor guy. All right, so I'm gonna pull this tab up. Is that it right there? It's not 19.
Well, you can click on it, and when you click on it, it'll say like in the little header like the keynotes for that book.
I don't think this is it because it's from like 1999.
Oh yeah, that's not it then. I mean, if it's 1999,
What?
I'll look it up on my phone.
Marvel Mystery 1. I can look up more fun comics. And I think it's 73. So More Fun Comics came out in, I don't even see the year on here somewhere. The highest graded I find on here is a 9.4. I gotta sign in. Fuck. I forgot what password is this damn thing. Go collect. Have you found anything on Namor yet?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. I think D just said it's Namor wins by $200,000.
$200,000. That's it. Oh,
There you go. I'm gonna just take his word for it too.
I'll take his word for it, man.
I mean, I really do believe that Namor's older. Like, actually, the one that I saw, it said like just like on Wikipedia. I couldn't find it on Go Collect for the price, but it said it was October 1939. So even before
Yeah,
the 40s.
yeah, that was definitely before More Fun Comics. So Namor wins the monetary value.
That's crazy. 1939, bro. That's so old.
Yeah, but that's not saying first Aquaman ain't a cheap book either.
No, I mean none of those books are
Hell no, dude.
cheap.
And the thing is, for the first Aquaman is also first Green Arrow,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like a double whammy.
Well, would Marvel Comics 1 be first Human Torch though too?
Is that what Human Torch on it?
I think so.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not sure if that's correct, but
I'm not sure, but because I'm
I mean
not really
that'd be
that
a
versed.
crazy book to have. Like I've looked on eBay randomly for that, and it just never shows. Not that I'd ever have enough money for it, you know. 'Cause
Yeah,
that'd be one of those books that's probably like, God, like thousands, like $20,000 for a coverless page or some shit, you know, like something ridiculous.
yeah, dude. But that'd be awesome to like have a golden age. If you could have any golden age, what would you get though?
Oh geez, you know, I'm not like very familiar with Golden Age at all, but like the only Golden Age characters that I know came out of the Golden Age would be like Cap and Human Torch, I think. So, uh,
Like you
and
also got
Batman, yeah,
Batman, Superman.
yeah,
Um, you got Aquaman, Green Arrow, Doctor Fate.
yeah. I don't know, man. Like I'd probably, geez, I'd
I think
probably, I don't know. I'd probably go with Cap. I'd probably go with Captain America. Batman would probably be the better one to get, but
yeah,
probably go with Captain America.
I think I would like a if I could get any golden age, it'd be Batman #1, which is like Joker and Catwoman.
Yeah,
Joker is like the ultimate villain.
yeah. Like my my money goes all the way to Silver Age, so
Yeah, that's what
I don't even think about Golden Age to be
I
honest.
don't either. I dream about it,
Yeah,
but it's about it.
yeah. I'm stuck in the silver, so and I'm like honestly perfectly fine with that because like most of the stuff I really enjoy is came from the Silver Age, you know,
Yeah,
like the X-Men and stuff like that's probably the biggest one, you know, like biggest franchise
no,
I really like.
yeah, those are definitely like holy grails. Uh, D. Runk says he goes for an action one.
Yeah, of
Just
course.
yeah, right there, no brainer. And then so would Baby too.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad book to have. If I had an action one though, I wouldn't be able to help myself but sell that book. You know, like it's so much money involved in that thing. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, those are some nice golden age stuff. But I think I'm sick with the silver. Um, some of the books that I think are going to be coming up though right now is like bronze. Bronze is on the come up right now. You can still get bronze. It's pretty still kind of affordable, or at least some characters.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I have Wolverine, Ghost Rider,
yep,
Punisher.
yep.
I've owned a Tomb of Dracula before, First Blade, and I sold that. I wish I hadn't because like literally like 2 months later, they announced the new Blade movie. That kind of fucked me, but yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure I got something else with it, like something else I really wanted. I mean, because like that's been the fun part is getting some of those like keys before they get big, and then flipping them to get something that you really want to hang on your wall. So
yeah. Magic Lasso says if I had an action one, I'd charge $5 for people to get their photo taken next to it until I earned enough to buy an All Star 8.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think All Star 8, so Wonder Woman. I
You know,
don't
what's
know.
funny is like whenever I was at Torpedo Comics, they had like a Cap One and First Robin and all that shit. And I was right there taking pictures of them, like a fucking idiot, you know, like just like
No,
a book behind a glass. Like holy shit, I'm
yeah,
that close to it.
dude, it's so good though. It's like it's so, Magic Lasso is definitely thinking outside the box on that one.
You could probably get a few of those comics for an action one.
Bro, I'd take a picture with your action one to be honest. Um, no, like my shop, my LCS, they had just got a book back from CGC. It was Jungle Action #6, first Killmonger.
Yeah.
They had 9.6, and I went to the shop the next week, dude, and I was like, I was tempted because I love Killmonger, and and I was like, hey, can I just look at it? And he was like, it's gone. I was like, damn, dude, that shit flew out of the door.
That's how I was. They had a Batman 121, first Mr. Freeze, at my shop, and I asked him to take it out, and I was thinking about buying it because I can't remember how much it was. I think it was like 180 or something like that. Maybe it was 230. It was somewhere in that price range. It was like it was somewhat affordable where I could grab it, but they wouldn't let me open it up to look at it,
Yeah,
and they wouldn't do it for me either because it was in such bad condition. They said that a page could literally like just be pulled off.
yeah,
And then I was like, well, fuck, I'm not, I don't want to invest in it if like I can't see the inside. Not that
yeah,
it would have mattered because I've spent money like that on eBay and got, questionable books.
yeah.
So,
I went to Iron Lion on my way out when I went there
oh,
last year.
dude, I'm glad you did because like Chantel was like, why didn't you take him to the Iron Lion? Because that's one of the cooler shops here.
Yeah,
And I was like, I don't know. We went to fucking Entertain Mart and we spent like an hour looking for deals. Turns out the deals wasn't even going on when we were looking for them because it was like a day late.
dude, they still send me text messages when they're having deals.
Oh, do they? Yeah, they're
Yeah,
having one right now. Actually, they sent a thing out saying like, no, we know it's cold outside, but we still have sales going on. I'm like, yeah. What'd you
yeah,
think of the Iron Lion?
dude, I loved it. I found some stuff there.
It's
I
nice, right? Like it's
They
really
got
nice,
everything. They have statues. They have omnibuses.
dude.
They got
That's where I seen like my first Hulk one, or I saw X-Men one there. I saw multiple Hulk 181s there,
yeah,
and I was like flabbergasted because I'd never seen one like in a shop like the whole thing just laid out like that.
yeah. I picked up a. I actually picked up their lowest lane #70. It was like
Okay,
a really low grade, but
yeah,
they wanted $50 for it. But I was like, I'll take it. And I picked up that Carnage omnibus, but I ended up selling that thing
yeah,
because omnibuses are starting to
they're expensive.
they're starting to get really expensive in the aftermarket. Um, Magic Lasso says you only charge me $3 for that picture for action. I appreciate that hookup, bro. I've never seen big books in real life besides my own.
Dude, every time I watch Biggie's videos, though, like his wall behind him is all big
Dude,
books.
it's getting beefy, bro.
That's crazy because like I remember like I, I I would say like a year and a half ago, like he had no slabs, and now he has like all the big books and slabs right now
Yeah,
behind him.
dude,
That's impressive. That's awesome.
I love that Superman one where he's like swimming and they're about to shoot
Yeah,
him in the head, like
that's the one
Kennedy.
that he got from Man Cave. That's like Superman 23 or some shit.
I
It's
love that
insane.
one.
Like same with like that McFarlane signed ASM 300. He got that at like the right time, right before it went crazy. Uh, yeah, he's got a lot of big books back there. That's pretty cool.
So he says used to have a Surfer one. They wanted $900 for it. Um, dude, you know what book that I wish I would have picked up like last year? It would have been the first Mephisto because that book is like hot now. Like
Yeah, Silver Surfer 3, right?
it's at #3 or 4
I
or
think
something
so.
like
I think it's 3. No, 4 is the one with Thor and Surfer battling, right? Like on the Rainbow Bridge.
that. Oh, my shop's got that one. They want 150 for it.
Yeah.
It's beat though. It's beat. Um, but yeah, man, those are like some of the cool books that I'm picking up. I think I've been picking up a lot of Ghost Rider lately.
Yeah, you post that like every day, like a new Ghost Rider.
Yeah, dude, I've literally cleaned out this entire area of any Ghost Rider Volume Ones that I find because they wanted like $3, $2 for them, and I think that's like a really good deal for that first volume. Because on eBay usually they go for like $8 or $9 and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
kind of put that first Ghost Rider volume together.
What's the run on that?
I think it goes up to 81.
Ugh. Like runs just don't do that anymore. I feel like Venom, like it's gonna stop at 36.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like that was a long run.
But it's been a good run. And honestly, I'm okay with Johnny Cage leaving. I mean, if he's got no more, he's got
And
no more.
I agree. Like I feel like at some point, like they need to just stop it, because like it just becomes like, oh, now they're at the supermarket like shopping, because like it's like this is stupid. Like
It,
when
it's
like because everybody says, like, and it is cool like how Chris Claremont was on X-Men for 20 years, but could you imagine how difficult that was for him to fill 20 years worth of story? And like he didn't write like Donny Cates does. Like it was paragraphs of dialogue. Like that's crazy.
so
I don't know who's next on Venom, but I think I'm going to cancel my Venom
yeah, me too.
come 36. I may buy the next one to read an issue, but I don't think I'm going to go all in like I did my Venom run. And I think I'm going to keep my whole Venom run, but like I have multiples of all these like of the Venom
Mhm.
stuff. Like I have another one of these at another shop, because some of the shops like the Iron Lion and Muse, like I'll get some of the same stuff just to support the shop.
Yeah.
So like my doubles I might give away or sell or something like that. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to keep the 1 through 36, like the actual run that I want to keep.
Yeah. Same thing. Like I think I have all the Venoms. That Venom run has been good to me, bro. Like I've
Yeah,
got like
yeah, it's like I think it's like I think it's like just the way Kate's is writing, because like I even like Thor and Silver Surfer and all that stuff. So
yeah.
and God Country. Did you ever read God Country?
No, I still got it, but like I've been looking at they're supposed to be putting out I'm gonna try to see if I can find a hardcover for that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What's it called? God Country?
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
I read it. I had the first issue and then I read all of it digitally, because it's only like 5 issues. It's not very long.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll definitely probably pick up like a trade paperback or whatever when I find it.
I'm
Um,
excited because like I have that my sketch cover over at CGC right now, and Stegman is drawing me my Absolute Carnage, or that's what I requested. I'm like super excited to get that back. And like I was looking at some of the stuff that he's like such a good artist,
mhm.
but his quick sketches, not all of them look good. And I was like trying to figure out which, like, how I like it.
Yeah.
And it's I think I don't like the black covers, like when the artists are trying to work on a black cover. I think they just do their best work on the white covers.
Yeah. I saw like some Stegman stuff. I forgot somebody posted on Instagram like what like previews of it of what his sketches were looking at. And I
Yeah.
think for a lot of black covers he was doing null and white ink.
Yeah.
And I thought that looked
It doesn't look as detailed, because they're trying to use the negative space to fill in stuff, But then
what else
like, what's that?
I was gonna ask you what else do you have at CGC?
I have that. I have the Stegman sketch that it's most likely done right now. The Arthur Saddam Zombie King, he's doing the Zombie Carnage
Yeah.
for me. And then I sent my Giant Size X-Men to get Chris Claremont to sign, because it's such a low grade, but I
Mhm.
got such a good deal on it. Like I think I paid $390 for it, and that book, at even the grade that I got it for, is like $1,000 book.
Yeah.
So I was going to get it graded anyway. So I got the X-Men logo, or the X-Men label, the one that's from the book.
Yeah.
And then I figured, like, since it's a low grade and Chris Claremont helped on the story, like, but he's uncredited, it would still be smart for me to get that signed and slabbed.
Nice. That was a great pickup, actually. Like
That was a crazy pickup. Like I couldn't believe I got that one. I got the Secret Wars. I got First Black Manta, like just dirt cheap, like for all those books. Like it was crazy.
Yeah. And right now I got that third print, the Knoll. That one's sitting at CGC right now. And then I'm gonna send like that video I did with like books I was gonna send in CGC. I think I only sent like one of those, and then I decided to just send a bunch of like older books, just to get those slabbed instead.
Have you did send you did send those books from that video?
No,
because I remember you had a shit ton, and some were like really good. Like I thought like, oh yeah, that's a good idea to send that one. That's why I emailed you and I was like, dude, why didn't you send that Venom 3?
Yeah, I had already sent that one by itself, and but I think I'm gonna send like the Deathstroke. I forget some other stuff. But man, I'm pretty excited about that. I know D-Runk, he's got the Daredevil one getting reslabbed, getting custom labels. All right, and I'm pretty excited to see. Did you get that? Hey D, did you get that pressed and clean?
Maybe, I'm sure he did.
Maybe you get a little grade bump there too as well. That'd be pretty exciting.
Dude, my Hulk 181 I bought at a 2.0 and I sent it to CGC and I got a 6.5. Like it was completely worth the press and clean, like to get that. Actually, it wasn't even cleaned. I just got it pressed because I was still like new to like to any of that stuff, you know. Like I look at like one of my books that's hanging on my wall right now is a Venom. I think it's a Lethal Protector, like first appearance of Riot and Phage and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a 5.0, you know, because I had no idea what I was doing. I was just like, oh, that's a key to me, you know, like I'm going to send that in. And yeah, it turns out it's like it might not even be worth the slab that the money I spent to slab it. That's okay. I still have it hanging on my wall because I still like it.
Yeah. And yeah, D-Ron says he's not messing with the Daredevil. Actually, my LCS, I know I sent you a message about that. That Berserker, it's like
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, dude. Like I saw it on eBay. It's going for like $3,000 or something like that. Like that's what they're asking for it.
Dude, I got like a notification from CGC that Ace Comic-Con was doing a Chris Evans signing, and it was like it's $300 to get the signature, but if you want him to like inscribe something and then write Captain America and sign it, it goes all the way up to like $900. Like that's insane. Like that's fucking crazy that you would pay that much to do that. I did go to an Ace Comic-Con though, and I got my one of my books signed by a bunch of the actors. I spent way too much money on it, to be honest. But I think it was like I had 5 of the actors that are, you know, play the Avengers, and it was under I think it was $600 that I spent.
And honestly, a Chris Evans, that one, I think it feels like that one's gonna probably worth it because he's like so popular. He is Captain America. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'd pay $1,000 to. No. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the 300 I would. Maybe.
Like, what if you had like a Captain America #1 or something like that, or?
Well, I definitely wouldn't have him sign that one.
Or an Avengers 4 or whatever.
I wouldn't. The only thing I would have him sign is something that's from 1980 on up. I wouldn't have him sign Captain America 1.
No.
Unless it was like a coverless, you know, like, and I just wanted to up the value, I guess, maybe.
Bro, if it was cheaper, bro, I'd probably like just send this one in.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Like, get him to sign that and
fucking
Rob Liefeld. I had a watch. I'll show it real quick.
You'd have to give me a reach around for 9. Oh shit! He says, "Hey, I don't even want Stan Lee signing big books, bro. He's dead."
I had we had Tom Holland sign Amazing Spider-Man 792 right there,
Yeah.
and that came back 9.8.
Who signed it?
Tom Holland, like
Oh, sweet.
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and then I had my Infinity Gauntlet signed by it was signed by Paul Bettany, Tom Holland, Anthony Mackie, Elizabeth Olsen, and Sebastian Stan. So Vision, Spider-Man, Falcon, Scarlet Witch, and Winter Soldier.
Hell
So
yeah,
cool.
that is cool, man. I picked up that Aquaman. Maybe that's like signed by Jason Momoa.
Oh, dude. Yeah, you got a killer deal on that too.
Yeah, I don't even have it here, so I can show it. But that was a great book. And let's see what I got here. Here's another book, man. I feel like it's gonna be bumping back up. And I got my this is my CBCS one. This is the Jungle Action #6.
Yeah.
First Killmonger. So I thought this was gonna be way higher, dude. But I guess it was like it's got some stains on it on that corner.
My I graded my X-Men 266 Gambit, my first Gambit.
Yeah.
With CBCS, and it came back an 8.5. And then I had a local shop. I cracked it open, had a local shop press it out, and it came back a 9.6 from CGC. I mean, like even like with a press, I feel like that's like a huge grade bump. And I've been debating like if I should get rid of that book, like sell that book, and put it towards something bigger that I really want. But
Yeah.
I really think that there's like the other thing is like I actually like Gambit, so like there's a part of me that wants to keep that book.
Yeah.
But there's another part of me that wants to get a book that like maybe, you know, I can't afford right now without selling that book. And I bought that book, I bought that book and X-Men 12 and X-Men 14, or no, not 14, 15, for $120 for all three of them. So I feel like I still have X-Men 12, obviously, because that's first Juggernaut. Because I don't think I'll ever get rid of that book because I really like Juggernaut. I sold the X-Men 15 because I don't know, I liked it, but it wasn't 14, you know, which is first Sentinels. It was like first Master Mold or something.
Yeah,
and I think that's even debated. But that 266, like I think like if Gambit shows up in the MCU and that book goes up to like $800,
yeah,
I might get rid of it. You know,
and it's a great cover too. To be honest,
yeah.
I have an 8.5 I picked up a couple years ago, and honestly, I haven't sold it. I've been keeping that one, and I just don't want to. I don't collect X-Men.
Yeah,
but Gambit, I just like Gambit for some reason.
Yeah, see that's my thing is like I actually like Gambit. Like whenever I was watching the animated series, Gambit and Wolverine were the two coolest guys on there to me. So it like I may keep it. You know, it's like my Hulk 181 jumped like way high in price like after I pressed it, and I've thought like, man, I could get a lot of money from that, but I'll probably never have a 6.5 again. So I'll probably, you know, I'll keep it.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe the Gambit too, like if it jumps too high, like, and I do like them, I might just keep that one in the collection.
Yep. So, yeah, man. Right now, I think the just trying to stay focused on trying to get that Ghost Rider, trying to get that Swamp Thing, and I think those are the two big ones I'm trying to focus in on.
I thought there was another one that you were saying that fucking Green Lantern. Weren't you trying to?
Dude, yeah. but I feel like I'm not gonna be able to get that this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless the keep your fingers crossed that the show bombs.
Honestly, I'm scared, dude, because I'm like, fucking show's gonna come out, and then that Showcase 22 is gonna blow the fuck up.
Yeah,
Because
but I mean, you do have first Jon Stewart, right?
I do have Jon Stewart.
Yeah, so like maybe like he's a
And,
big part of the show, and like you could sell that to get
yeah, but honestly,
something.
I like Jon Stewart better than I like him better than the other guy.
Yeah,
I'm,
fuck. I'm coming. Like my brain's like a blank right now. I
yeah,
keep thinking to Kyle Rayner, but I know it's not. It's
no, I'm not a Kyle Rayner fan, to be honest.
yeah.
I know some people are, but because he's like the '90s Green Lantern and stuff that people grew up with. But I'm just I like Jon Stewart.
Hal Jordan. Yeah, fuck me. Like
Yeah, dude, just a
I know
fucking
that.
joke. And that's why I'm not getting that book because I can't even remember the man's name. And you say Half Jordan? Oh, Hal Jordan, yeah. But that's actually like out of all the Silver Age DC books, I think that's a Grail book, but it's like super cheap. Like I feel like he's like I think he's kind of cheap, bro. Like you can get like a lower grade for maybe $1,000, $2,000. But if you think about it, like all the other characters from the Justice League, you can't get them in that range either. So I feel like he's like undervalued for sure. I feel like a lot of Green Lantern books are undervalued. Um, that John Stewart one's been creeping up though. Like this past year, it's been like more people have been it's gone on people's radar and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was
Well,
looking at that book a while ago, but like I just never really had any reason except the spec reason to want to buy that book.
yeah. And but I grew up with that Justice League show, and it was John Stewart instead. So for me, John Stewart was like the Green Lantern uh, instead of Hal Jordan. Even though Hal Jordan's cool, man, I like Hal Jordan. Like he feels like the wild card. You know what I mean? Like uh, he's like the he's like the crazy one. You know what I mean? Like he's all willpower.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I'm pretty big on. I'm probably gonna wait on that book. Right now, I'm just trying to go easy on these other books.
I'm going easy like on books in general. Like I feel like I just want to focus on only stuff I want, or like
Yeah,
I don't want to go. I just don't want to go crazy like and just get a bunch of shit just because. Like and Chantel, like my girlfriend, put it into perspective. She said, don't nickel and dime yourself. Like
yeah,
get something has substance. Like why would I want to have a bunch of unless I enjoy them? Why
yeah,
would I want to invest $5 into 100 books instead of like $200 into one?
yep,
It's like just get get the stuff that I want. Like don't fuck around and do that little shit. But like some of that little shit has paid off. But I do have boxes of stuff that I'm not like
yeah,
completely in love with. But then there's other stuff, like my Carnage run and my Venom run and even the Silver Surfer Black that I really enjoy that I still have. There's stuff that I will keep, but then there's other stuff that I'm like, I was only like, especially like Batman covers with Matina.
mm-hmm.
I was just buying it because I like the cover, like I was just like, oh, I like that Matina cover. Never read it, like it was just like, oh, I like that. Like, or Yasmin Putri was putting out a lot of cool stuff. And I was like, oh, I really like her work. And what I really should have did was instead of buying like 20 Yasmin Putri fucking covers, I should have bought one sketch cover from her, since that's what I like is the art. Like I like her art. It wasn't about the story. It wasn't about Catwoman 16 or whatever, it was that she did that,
But the thing about Batman, though, I feel, in my opinion, that's a good run to keep on the pull because it
Yeah, and you've
usually,
always said that, yeah.
um, because just last year you had a few hot books. You know, like you had Punchline that would have probably paid for like everything. And then that the one where Alfred dies, that one was
Yeah,
pretty hot for a while. And now they're talking about this new character called fuck, I don't remember her name, something Mayhem or Miracle Mayhem or some bullshit like that.
yeah,
She's literally like they're trying to catch, lightning in a bottle again. She's pretty much kind of like Punchline again.
yeah.
And honestly, if I get it in the pool, that's gonna be cool. I don't think I'm gonna keep that one. But I actually do like Punchline as well. But I think Batman, that one's worth keeping on. Venom too. Venom's been like it's gotten some hot books there.
Yeah, it's
Even,
had some stinkers though too, like Virus and Codex were
yeah, but like
there's some letdowns.
if you let them go like right before the hype goes, they can pay off. Like before you actually know. I feel a lot of times like if you just sell on based on a rumor, you can come up.
Yeah,
Like right now, like I was just showing that Killmonger one, and that book's starting to creep up a little bit just because of rumors that Michael B.
yeah,
Jordan might come back. If you wait for the movie to come out, then he's not in it, then it's not going to pay off. But if you ride that rumor wave, you can actually get a little payoff off of that.
yeah. I
Uh,
agree, man. Like I've had some like really high success with specking. You know, like some of the stuff like I couldn't even believe that I was getting. You know, um, and some of it like I bought as spec, and some of it I bought as like love. You know, like those TMNT adventures.
yeah,
I was buying those just because I knew that it was Bebop, Rocksteady, and Krang's first appearance. So I had a bunch of them in my box,
yeah,
and then like whenever it blew up, I was like, well, I'm fine with just having one, and I'll just
yeah.
sell all the others. You know, so
The
like
hard
it's
the
crazy.
hard part the hard part though is like when you like I know we always say like the golden rule is like spec on the stuff you love, but like the problem with that is like you love that stuff, and sometimes like, unless you have multiple copies, it's like hard to let them go.
That's the only way, man. Because like whenever I don't have multiple copies, I just hold them, and
Yeah,
like and that was something I had to learn with specking because like I would buy some of the stuff and I would actually like it, you know, and I was like, wow, fuck, like what am I gonna do? You know, like if I get rid of it now, I'm not gonna be able to afford it later, so I'm just gonna keep it. And
yeah,
sometimes it keeps going up and sometimes it just dives, you know, and it's like, oh well fuck. Like
yeah. And then Immortal Biggie Shack, he says his favorite undervalued books are ASM 31, Avengers 1, ASM 14 is good too.
yeah, it's
That's
first yeah, it's first Green Goblin. That's like one of the biggest villains that isn't in
that's
the first 10, you know, like because the first 10 of ASM is like just stacked with huge villains, you know, and Green Goblin made it on the outskirts of that, but yeah, it's
I
a
think
terribly big book. Probably one
I
of
think
his biggest villains.
yeah, I think out of like runs, those are probably like ASM and Fantastic Four, and even now a little bit of X-Men too are
I,
probably like the ones that are like more beefy, I guess.
I feel like ASM would be the hardest to collect, like,
Yeah,
you know, besides Batman, because like every villain is almost a household name to some extent, you know, like an ASM. Like they're all huge.
and then D-Runk's looking for ASM 16. I'm guessing is that the Daredevil? That's what he's saying, the Daredevil crossover.
I don't know. Yeah, I
And
guess.
Immortal Biggie Shack says, I've sold a lot of modern Star Wars. Bro, that wave came in out of nowhere. Like it was like the Mandalorian hit, and then it was like fucking Star Wars everywhere. Everybody fucking wanted Star Wars all of a sudden. So I too I sold all my Star Wars shit, dude. Like I still have a little bit, but they're not like significant or anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like I'm a huge Star Wars guy. Like I always felt like I like it. Like I really like The Mandalorian,
Yeah,
but I feel like I've always missed like the train on Star Wars. You
yeah,
know, because like it came out before I was born,
Yeah.
or whenever I was really young, and then like the prequels or whatever came out, and I was already old. Like I missed it. Like I missed growing up with that, and my dad wasn't into it, so like it wasn't like readily available around the house. Like we weren't watching Star Wars on the weekends or anything like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like I grew up, I love Star Wars. I still love Star Wars to this day. But I think I'm more like a movie fan than more of
Yeah,
a, like anything else. I love the movies, um, and Star Wars. Like I even watched a little bit of Star Trek and stuff. But like for me, that was like strictly like a TV thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like a comic book thing for me.
yeah. There's that Star Trek TV show Picard that came out. I've never seen it, but like I've actually really wanted to watch it. Like it looks kind of cool, and I think it's like a few years old now, and I've never done it.
Yeah, and more big says I don't care about any of the new stuff. And I I would say like I'm starting to move in that direction. Like this year, especially like my pull list is not what it used to be, but I still keep some of the new stuff on there. I think for a lot of the modern stuff, I'm starting to move more into like hardcover and omnibus.
What do you got on your pull list right now?
Right now, I got Venom and Batman.
I have Venom at two shops only because I want to support both. I don't know why I'm doing that. What it was supposed to be was like I was supposed to get the A cover from one and the B cover from the other, but both of them keep putting the A and B in my
Yeah,
box. So I
they
just
keep
buy it. I just keep buying it, and
they
then
keep doing that to me too.
yeah, and I'm just like I've told him I've told him once before. I'm like I really just want the B. And then I go like the next month, and both of them are in there, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I just keep buying it. Yeah, so Venom, Thor, the Last Ronin, because I'm actually like really excited about that. Um, and then Death Metal was on it, but
Yeah,
I think that's done.
yeah, it's over. That's the
Yeah,
one that broke me, dude. I was like, man, this shit did
I
not.
I haven't read it. I have it all ready to read, and I just haven't dove into it. I've like looked at the first issue, and I haven't really dove too far into it yet. And
Yeah,
I didn't do any of the tie-ins,
yeah. I didn't do
except
it.
I did. Biggie sent me the one with the first Robin King,
Yeah,
and
that was cool.
I think that's a tie-in.
Yeah, and I hate anything Robin, to be honest.
Yeah, I know you were a big hater on the
I was a
Robin
hater
King.
on the Robin
Yeah,
King, bro. I was
yeah,
shitting on that book, dude.
yeah.
I was like, we're gonna spec on this dude. I was like, and
Well, fuck, man, you never know because like Batman Who Laughs, just like, I mean, he set the pace for all that. If
yeah,
he wasn't so big, then like none of it would have happened. Because like I have the first Shazam Who Laughs in one of my boxes, and it was just like, wow, that's $3. It's like it could have been something.
yeah. But I felt like Death Metal actually hurt the Batman Who Laughs. Like it was hot right before the Metal, and then once Metal came out, you don't really hear about that one. I still think he's a cool character, but he
Oh yeah,
wasn't.
he looks awesome.
I don't think it was handled as well as Noel. Like Noel's being handled well. Um,
Yeah, I
and
feel like Null is an event. Like he's massive, and it
yeah,
sucks because like you see the issue 36, like the main cover of. I told you this. We were texting one time, and I was like, "Whoa, man, maybe it's time to get rid of your Null books because like that issue 36 is Null sitting on the throne, or not Null, Venom sitting on the throne with the Necro sword, and he's obviously won, you know." And I guess the only guess would be like, uh, who's Venom? Like maybe it's a Dylan. But either way, a villain is always bad to spec on. Like,
yeah,
and all my favorite characters are villains, but they always lose.
yeah.
They're
Unless
never going to be on your kids' birthday cakes. They're never. They just don't have the reach that Spider-Man or Captain America has.
I mean, you never know unless they like turn them like into an anti-hero. You know what I mean?
I mean, how many like maybe Loki, maybe like
You got
kind
like
of
Venom now. I think Venom's like more of
yeah
an anti-hero
yeah
now.
yeah. He's more of a hero, I would say, than like, but like a straight villain.
Yeah,
Like you just don't see a lot of like exposure. You know,
right. They use them for like a story arc, and then once that's over, they do an event, I guess, and then they move on.
I got
But
that same book that Biggie's talking about the second print of the Batman Who Laughs. I bought that for $12, and it was signed by Mirka and Doffo. She's the artist, and I don't know if like I think she's like the creator of the design for the Batman Who Laughs. But I bought that one too because I couldn't afford. Well, I could afford it, but I didn't want to spend $100 on a modern book because I just feel like if I don't get the modern whenever it comes out, I feel like I don't want to be that guy that's chasing it up. You know, like I don't want
yeah,
to. I don't want to buy it like whenever it's $100 because that's what you should have. That's what you should be selling it as. You know.
yeah, I agree with that. You want to get in at the bottom,
Yeah.
and but yeah, man, there's like been a lot of good books that pay off, and a lot of them have been like duds. Um, and then for Batman Who Laughs, so the only thing about DC with their second prints though, and their third prints that they still use the same cover, don't
Yeah.
they?
It's all color. It's all color variants, which
Yeah,
is stupid.
yeah. I think they should like do like what Marvel does and just like uh do like a first cover or something like that.
I like,
Even
dude. Like sometimes, like I only buy books for covers. Like as shallow as that sounds. So,
I do
uh,
too.
like yeah, DC should like definitely change the cover. Just fucking
Yeah,
grab the splash page from whatever and make that
yeah.
the cover.
If I see a Middleton that I like, I just pick it up for the cover.
Dude, that fucking the Hanna-Barbera Middleton Aquaman, like I almost bought that one because like it looks so badass. The one that you have where the
Yeah,
shark is like looking up and he's looking down or vice versa. I was like, dude, that's such a badass cover.
yeah.
But
Oh,
then like what am I going to do with it, Because I'm
dude,
not like a terribly big Aquaman fan.
that that fucking reminds me though. I got a fucking book at CBC. I need to text that motherfucker. I dropped off a book with some dude. The one where Aquaman's like swimming through the
Oh yeah,
storm.
yeah. Jumping.
Yeah, and I was supposed to get that signed by Josh Middleton, but that was like in September. So I completely forgot about that fucking book. So I got he did tell me it was gonna be a few months, but oh shit, yeah. Biggie says that he's also picking up Spawn. I also have Spawn on the pull list. That reminds me. You got Spawn on the pull list?
Nope. I have a bunch of I have a bunch of spawns, but uh, I don't have that. Like that's one that I can usually just grab if I want it.
Yeah, it usually doesn't fly off the shelf.
There's
Um,
usually like a cover that does,
yeah,
but
like this one.
yeah, I have that one.
This one was
But
hard to.
like I had to get that. I saw that at my shop last week. They still had one.
Yeah, Spawn doesn't fly off the shelf, but I still have it on my pull list. And my shop, they usually give me like all the covers, which is like A, B, and then they sometimes have a black and white cover.
Well, you almost have to like support like Image and McFarlane for still doing books at $2.99.
Honestly, that's the one of the reasons why I still pick up Spawn. Also, because I like Todd McFarlane, I like Spawn, and honestly, it's just love for the character. Honestly, I don't even read it that much anyway.
Dude, one
But
of my favorite Spawn stories is In Game.
yeah,
I love that. I have every single issue of that, and then somewhere in here, I have like the actual, not the hardcover, but the paperback
yeah,
of In Game, and it's such a cool story. And like I remember I bought it like whenever I bought the first issue, like in 184 they kill Al Simmons off, and then in 185 they have the cover where like the one that I have is like where he's decapitated.
Yeah.
And it was like this big thing, like because at 185, 184 they killed off the main character, and McFarlane came out and he was like, well, the book was always called Spawn. It was never called Al Simmons. There's tons of Hellspawn, and this is the direction we're going to go. So like for Endgame, it was all about this guy named Jim Cummings,
Yeah.
Jim Downing. Jim Downing, Jim Cummings was one of those. I think it was Downing, actually. It was a cool story, though. It was like the death of Al, and then this new guy was waking up with these powers, and it didn't go as far as like like they made it out to be, but that was such a cool story.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I died off after Endgame, and then they brought Al Simmons back and so like I don't know,
Yeah.
but that's why I said like with some of those things, like some stories should end because like you can only go so far, So like nobody's going to start from 1 to 300 and read everything or be able to get everything unless they buy omnibuses.
Yeah.
It's just there's no way.
And that's the thing about Spawn is that they're not putting out any omnibuses for that. They used to have like these collected editions, but they're like they're out of print, so they're like
they're just as hard to find.
Yeah, they're stupid expensive, and but I think they should. And I think one of my favorite story arcs was like 150 through 165. It was the Armageddon storyline.
Yeah,
and it wasn't a perfect story, but like it was enjoyable. It's like Spawn just like beating the shit out of everybody in hell, and then he like goes to heaven, beats the shit out of everybody there.
Shit, man, I don't know where that is. I was gonna show it, but like, because like Biggie was saying, the art like is killer. I mean, and a lot of that is thanks to, McFarlane, of course, but like Greg Capullo is,
Greg Capullo.
An amazing artist, like, and like amazing, like, he goes, he's not just Spawn. He's like, now he's a huge Batman artist,
Yeah.
I was looking up original art for him recently, and I found issue 16, page 9, which is his first his first appearance on Spawn. Like it's the first issue he ever drew for Spawn is issue 16, and that page was $700, and I was like, well, that's kind of like, I feel like that's kind of a steal, but I don't have $700 at the moment either to buy the page. But man, like,
that's
like,
fucking badass.
Oh, my Ryan Stegman page that I have, it's from issue 9.
I love that one.
It's not like a crazy page or anything, but turns out issue 9 is first full appearance of Dylan Brock.
Yep.
So I bought that page it was the pencils, the original pencils, and then the inks, on a separate one, like JP Meyer or Mayer scanned it and then inked it separately. So you get the original pencils and the original inks. I bought that for $200. And at the time I was like pretty like wet behind the ears of original art, but like, I feel like I really scored there. Like I probably could sell that at right now for a lot of money. But like you said earlier, like I don't want to sell it now, like, cause I actually like it. Like, and so that like I could see a dip in that, but like I won't care either because like I actually want to keep that because it's like it's in the wheelhouse of what I want to keep. That's like that's actually what I do collect.
So, but yeah, like you were saying, like I think Sam Alexander Matina does some good covers for Spawn. I think Ken Lashley has been recently on Spawn, and the artwork is really good.
Dude, just randomly, I got these books in the mail, and they're Ken Lashley, and that dude is amazing, bro.
He's a badass dude.
But he did mine, like he did this Gwen versus Carnage, right there.
Yep.
And then, which I think he did, and then he did this one. I haven't
Yeah.
read any of these yet. It's like issue 1 and 2 so far, but I'm just collecting them. Like it kind of pissed me off actually because I bought these, and I don't know if you can tell, but they're all bent in the corner.
That worked.
Well, they got mailed to me like that,
Oh
so
shit.
they all have like a wicked crease right here.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer. Because like drunkenly, I thought like I was like, man, first Carnage Mary Jane's gonna be worth a lot, and I like Carnage anyways.
Yeah.
Uh, so I bought uh, a few of them, like no reason. So now I have like that's why I don't want to spec anymore.
Yeah. But you never know with those
You
characters, you
never
know.
know. But
Plus, if you love the character, you always want to pick up like I'm always picking up like Aquaman keys, like even if they're like minor and they go under the radar, just because I want the to have the collection, you know, just having that satisfaction of having the book, the short box full of other minor keys and stuff like that. So
no, and
uh,
I feel the same. Like with the symbiotes, like
yeah,
I just want. Uh, it's not just. I mean, obviously, Carnage is my favorite, but it's. I just want a collection of symbiote stuff,
yeah,
along with like other stuff. Like obviously, like I want X-Men and like and like now I'm like collecting stuff that I actually really like that Thor run and Silver Surfer Black run
yeah,
that I got. Um, it makes me want to look into other stuff that they've done in the past and I
yeah.
just don't know about. Like
And the thing was like I've been collecting a lot of like symbiote stuff. I kind of slowed down a little bit,
yeah,
but there's still some books that are out there that I still want. Like I still want a mind bomb, but I think I'm gonna wait till after the movie. That might be risky,
yeah,
uh, but like you said, it might not be as good as people want it to be or whatever, or it might die off because he's a villain. And
yeah. Or it might die off because like maybe if they do like that multiverse and Venom gets sucked into the MCU, I don't think Carnage will.
But that would be dope with Venom, though. I think
Yeah,
ASM 300 is like a good book to have in any
dude.
grade. I think if you get it, like, even if I got a 4.5 in
Yeah,
that a 300, but I just wanted a first Venom. Like, I
yeah,
didn't give a shit what it is. I know it's kind of a more of a modern book and stuff, but like, I think with Venom, it's kind of like a house. You're like buying the cheapest house in the best neighborhood. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I
And
I look at Venom and Deadpool. Like my son. I have two sons, and one's 8 and one's 14. And you go to their school and you see kids wearing Deadpool backpacks and Venom T-shirts.
yeah,
Uh, those kids will take those memories to adulthood. Like uh, those are probably terribly smart books to invest in. Same with like Spider Gwen or Miles Morales. Uh, those are huge books that you should probably have in your collection if
yeah,
you for investment. If you don't
yeah,
want them, then you shouldn't have them.
yeah.
But I think those books are because like as popular as Spider-Man is, when my kids are my age, nobody's going to be able to afford Amazing Fantasy 15 anymore.
Probably, probably
So it's
not.
it's going to be Ultimate Fallout 4 will be the big book.
And that's like it looks like mainstream. Everybody's leaning into the Miles Morales. Like I still haven't played the game, but like the fact that he got a video game by himself, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, he's got a movie, a video game. Uh, like he's all over the place.
And so it's definitely going to be part of like people who are growing up now, and they just need to get Venom right, so like people remember who Venom is. And but I think with the foundation that Donny Cates has laid out for him to be a hero, like they can definitely work with that.
Yeah, I almost finished reading this. I was like, because I've been sitting on this. I took this up to Denver, and I was gonna read it, and then I left it in the car, and I just keep taking it places, and I don't read it, and I finally was like, and then you sent me the invite, and I was like, fuck, I'm almost done, and it's awesome, man. Like, I love this. Like, I think it's a really good book.
And I agree with that with the Mortal Biggie with Biggie Shack when he says Spider Gwen is interesting because her first is the Silver Age, but Miles is definitely modern. I also agree with that. Like I like Spider Gwen, but I feel like we have a first appearance of Spider Gwen, right?
Yeah,
Like I'm surprised that the Spider Gwen goes more than actually Gwen Stacy goes.
yeah, and honestly, that's what ruined Virus was because it was already like a character. You know, it's already Matt Gargan. You know, like we know who he is. Like, so it. Yeah, I'm surprised that Spider Gwen is so popular, and not the first appearance of Gwen Stacy. You know,
Right. Like I would imagine Gwen Stacy being up there with
I
but
could I could see
it's
if like they came out like close to each other, like
mm,
if Gwen Stacy came out 4 months before Spider Gwen, because you see that a lot. You know,
mm,
like Carnage is more popular than Cletus Cassidy, or Venom's more popular than Eddie Brock. You know, like, so I could see that, but with it coming out so long after, it's surprising that that's a thing.
yeah. And that's why I kind of don't that's why I'm kind of like Spider Gwen's still a good book, but I'm kind of like iffy on it on whether I would really want to spend that money on Spider Gwen. But Miles Morales, like I feel like that's like a no brainer. Like that's a great book.
Yeah, the only thing that goes against Miles Morales is the same thing that is
They,
somewhat like that. It's just another Spider-Man, you
mm,
know, because like there's the original Spider-Man and then there's the copy. So it's not technically new either, but that's still a newer, like it's still a character that is brand new to some degree, way
yeah,
more than Gwen Stacy.
yeah. So yeah, definitely I agree with that. And Harry Osborn, yeah, a lot of these minor Spider-Man characters
Yeah,
are
that's kind of a big one though too. I mean, that's like the next Green Goblin. So
yeah, definitely. Um, and we actually haven't seen Green Goblin since what's the guy's name?
Toby Maguire's.
Yeah, Toby
No,
Maguire.
no. It's from Garfield had one. Andrew Garfield had
Oh,
that goofy fucker play.
that one don't count.
Yeah, that
We're
was a
gonna
terrible. He looks weird, dude. Like he looks so terrible.
dude look like he had like some fucking coronavirus or some shit.
It's crazy because like that guy was in a show with Michael B. Jordan, and they were superheroes,
Yeah,
and it was like handheld filmed. Fuck, I can't remember what the name of it was. Um, Man, that movie was so awesome, and it was like it was almost like an Akira ripoff. Because like at the very end, he was like crazy. He was like this crazy guy, and he had crazy power. And his two friends that both had powers too had to stop him. God, I can't remember what the name of that was, but it was a very cool show. I'm gonna look that up.
but uh, but yeah, man, those are like I really didn't like, and you know they're good definitely with if they keep going with what's this new kid's name? Uh,
Chronicles, right?
the new kid's name?
Huh? Oh
What's
no,
the
D was saying the name of that movie.
oh
I think that is the name of the movie. Chronicles or Chronicle. Dude, that movie was so cool.
Tom Holland? You know he's gonna get a Green Goblin
Yeah.
eventually. If they keep going with him.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean like he's already got like randomly got, I wouldn't have thought Mysterio would have been before Green Goblin, but I think Green Goblin was so overused that like they needed to switch it up, and Mysterio was like uh I mean, I don't know if it was because the MCU did it, but like he turned out fucking amazing, you know.
I like that movie. I wish it would have taken place in New York instead, because
Yeah.
I don't know. It just felt weird him not swinging around New York, but it's whatever, dude. Also, they were talking about like Hobgoblin, that kid. He's been losing a lot of weight, so they're
Yeah,
saying it might be like uh, a
meth
Hobgoblin.
aids. Yeah,
That's another book. What is it, like 238 or something?
it's 236, isn't it? But I own that book too. Uh, I bought it. I bought that from a guy on Instagram, and he gave me a Canto number one with it as a freebie. And
Hell
then
yeah.
and Canto number one went up like crazy. So I sold that for $100. Yeah, like, and that almost paid for that like paid for the Hobgoblin that I bought,
Hell yeah, dude. It's like,
and it had the tattoos and everything. Then I sold
dude,
the Hobgoblin to get something else. It's like it's this crazy thing. Like you don't want to get rid of everything, but then you're like, well, fuck, man. Like I spent $100 and I could get $300, and then I can get
yeah,
that big book that I really want. So it's tough, like because that's how I got X-Men 1 and stuff, because and some of those books, like they just don't go down, so you have to sell some of the stuff to,
yeah.
or I do, I have to sell some of the stuff
I saw some of this.
to
I
get some of
I
the stuff.
recently sold Riri. I had her first two, the cameo and the first appearance.
Yeah, you
I
bought
had
one of those at Mile High, right?
hmm I sold that one too. That was like the third print or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one. I kind of missed that book, but like I don't know. I got to keep thinking about what I want to get, and then I'll like feel better about it. But
I bought the Iron Man number 9, I think, where it's like the armor and it's like being electrified or whatever.
yeah,
I bought that for 15 or $20, like 2 or 3 years ago, like long time ago, whenever I first started getting into collecting. And that was sitting in my book or in my box for a long time. And I was just like, at one point, I was like, I don't give a fuck about this fucking book. Like, why the fuck do I have this fucking book? And then like it spiked, and I was able to get $100 for it, and I
yeah,
immediately sold it, and I didn't feel bad at all. I was like, I was glad to get rid of it, because that's why I bought it in the first place. Because I don't care about Riri Williams, like, because I don't have any connection to her,
yeah,
like. And but saying that, like, I didn't have any connection to Miles Morales, and I think he's one of the coolest characters ever. Like,
yeah.
so I don't
You
know.
should
I maybe I just didn't give her a chance either.
fuck out of here, Riri.
Yeah,
But honestly, like once I think I'll feel better once like we start picking up some of those bigger books. Is like I also got rid of Gamora too.
yeah.
That one kind of hurt, dude, because I like
Oh, I
Gamora
know. Like you said, you were going hard on those
on the Guardians,
Guardians. Yeah,
and then I stopped because I was like, I need Drax, and that's like fucking first Thanos too, and I was
yeah.
like, nah,
That
I'm not doing that.
that's like that's either good luck if you have that book because you have Thanos and Drax, or
Yeah,
bad luck if you just want Drax because
yeah.
Thanos is so big. It's like, well, that sucks.
And I was like, nah, I'll just hit it in reverse. Plus, there was like some of the characters that were like first appearances were in magazines
Yeah,
first, and then there was that debate: do I really want to pick up some magazines? I kind of get annoyed by the magazines I already have
yeah,
because I don't know where to put them.
yeah,
Like I can get a box just for those. It's like nah.
yeah.
And
My turtle ones, like my brother bought me. Like he was nice enough to buy me a bunch of the turtle books,
yeah,
uh, and they're all in my dresser, like with all my my hardcovers, because like there's nowhere else to put them. If I had a dream wall though, like of books hanging up, like if I could only buy the books that I want, or sell all, or not all my books, but like the majority of them, like I'd want just to use Biggie's word, just all bangers. I'd
banger.
want Journey into Mystery 83 and fucking X-Men 1 and Daredevil 1 and all the ones that started everything. Like that's the wall I'd want.
Yeah,
You know, uh, it'll almost all be Marvel too, like just a bunch of Marvel superheroes.
yeah,
Uh, but you have to learn to part ways with some of your stuff or like that's the easiest way, part ways with some of it to get some of it. And of course, like I'll never get rid of my ASM 300 and stuff like that, but I want those like AF fucking 15s. Like I want an AF 15 and a first Thor and a first Iron Man and first fucking Hulk and all that. Like, and I won't get those. And like maybe like the best way to look at that is like those, especially like Iron Man and stuff like that. That book popped because Marvel did them right. And this is where the speculation comes in, and this is where I don't want to be, but like who's going to be that next character that's old like that can take that mantle that's going to be that big and that you're going to want, and who knows.
To be honest, I've been focusing a lot on DC stuff because I feel like DC's got next. I feel like they're finally we're gonna like find out if DC's finally got their shit together with the Snyder cut, and then see what the Batman stuff. But I feel like DC's got next. Like there's a lot of undervalued DC books you can pick up. There's like some that I just want to pick up. Like I feel like Swamp Things, even though that book's like
That's pretty
expensive,
high.
yeah, I feel like it's still undervalued. And I feel like books like Animal Man, uh, the first Adam, all these other like DC characters that are kind of like down there. I feel like those characters got next.
I don't think the Snyder cut's gonna to be the one to break that, but just because it's a rehash of it's trying to make something better that we've already seen. But maybe the Batman, maybe that will do it. The Joker, like that was fantastic, dude.
Mm-hmm. D says he's going to bed. He says the NBA's got next. The WNBA will never have next, bro. They can't dunk, bro. And
if they really wanted like equality, they would just join the NBA.
Yeah, they're talking all that shit. I want to see them play one-on-one with like an NBA player, so we can put the shit to rest.
Yeah, we could see the whole WNBA Lakers team play against LeBron James, 1 versus 12. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I don't know if that flies in 2021. If I say that, but
it says they should lower the Biggie Shaq says they should lower the rim. Bro, I'd be dunking out there, dude.
I think Biggie's taken off too. Actually, he said he's at it. Too bad we were gonna do a giveaway.
And but yeah, man, I think we've gone pretty much covered everything. And,
yeah, that was fun, man. I appreciate you having me on. Next time you want to do like the fighter thing, like give me a little bit of a heads up, like, and then like I'll do my research, and then we can fight each other.
Yeah, because I had some more.
You gave me like the most random, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't know anything about these guys."
Yeah, I know. Honestly, I just came up with that today, and but I got some dirt on Namor, and so I was ready to cut that man down to size. And but yeah, it definitely gives you a big up. We start picking up some more characters. You know what I mean? And it can be like fucking lawyers, presenting a case for our characters, and then let the chat decide.
Yeah, no, that'd even be fun to like have other guys come on and like argue their perspective.
Yeah, like if anybody wants to represent for their character, and we bring them on and stuff like that.
No, I always have fun hanging out with you, man. Like I honestly wouldn't mind doing this as much as you'd let me.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm a flake half of the time. I don't get on with you guys as much.
Bro, I appreciate you coming on with me, bro. I appreciate you. It's fun just talking comics. You know what I mean? We keep it comics derunk, and then yeah, man. So let's do a little. You guys want to do a little giveaway? Or what?
I mean, I do have a few of these Glenham versus Carnages. Like I could throw that in, and then something else. some Venom comics that I have.
All right, so I know we got Biggie, we got D-Runk. If anybody's out there still watching, go ahead, drop your name down. We'll put you on the wheel. And today we got some of the stuff from before, man. We got some Star Wars, man. You're gonna fill up your war chest. I got a little Funko. I got some Rob Liefeld. I already gave you a preview of that one. The big prize on this one is actually the Silver Age key. I got an independent that I can't spell. Some Bernie Wrightson stuff and some 90s foil. So we're gonna add. What did you have? A Venom.
Just do a Steve pack, and then I'll just put stuff in there. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, cool, man. So we're gonna put Biggie Shaq on the wheel, and we're gonna add D-Runk. And like before, man, this is gonna be a stacker, dude. Like we're gonna be stacking stuff. If the name comes up first, it doesn't count until a prize comes up, and then we keep going until somebody wins it. One person takes it off. I think I got a few more books I want to show. I do love this Jungle Action Man. I wish I could upgrade this one. I got another one, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on. And yeah, I'm gonna leave D-Runk on there, man. And oh yeah, I wanted to show this book right here. I just got this one back from CGC. This was that Aquaman number 13 that I picked up. And this is a second appearance of Mira. So it came back in 8.5. I was pretty happy.
Man. Sorry about that.
It's cool, man. I was just showing this book that I just got back from CGC. Second appearance of Mira.
Oh geez, wow, that's high grade.
I know.
It looks really nice too.
Yeah, I think it's got some stains on the side right here or on this side.
What year is that?
1964.
That's crazy. That's a super high grade.
That is a nice grade for a book that old. And but yeah, man, I just want to show those. So we got D-Runk and we got Biggie Shaq. So you guys have a great opportunity here.
I think you should put Lasso in too, because he was in, even though he won last time, like he was in for the majority of.
Yeah, he came out, man. I'll put Lasso in there as well. Did anybody else stop by?
Have you been watching anybody new on YouTube?
Anybody new? I actually haven't been watching. I haven't been keeping up with YouTube as much as I want to.
Dude, my schedule now, like I have to get up like at 4:50 in the morning, and then I'm usually in bed by now, like way by now, like 8:30. I'm in bed so I can get up. So like it's hard for me to catch up. But like I was like Friday nights. Smiley Tory has Cannabis and Comics.
Okay.
And I like watching that. It's more cannabis than comics because they get way off track from what they're talking about. But
yeah,
it's pretty fun.
I've been I've been watching like D-Runk stuff when it comes up, Biggie stuff. I don't know what's up with that Power Hour. You guys doing it like every other week?
I think they just didn't do it this week because the 1K thing. Because like usually they do it yesterday, but they did the 1K thing, I think. But yeah, like I try to keep up with main you and Biggie and D and 84 Los, Mark Spector.
Yeah.
All those guys.
I was keeping with Hialeah when he was doing the basketball. their little sports
See,
stuff. That was
that's the
fun.
I don't watch Hialeah's sports one because like I just unless he's talking about if he talked about UFC like I'd be all over it, but like when he's talking about like best tight ends, I'm like, fuck, I have no idea. So like I'd be wasting everybody's time. Like, but like I love Hialeah's Inquiring Minds. Like I really and Kavi's original art. Love that.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to Magic Lasso's appearance there. So we got some Star Wars. We got a Funko Pop, some Rob Liefeld, a random book that's probably gonna be like $1 book, and then some independent Silver Age Key, some Art Germ. I got a Bernie Wrightson book to throw in there, and then I got the Steve box. Add Steve. I'm putting Steve in there.
Yeah.
Box, and then we're gonna shuffle it. Uh, oh wait, let's do the dice.
I have a little box that I almost have done that I'm going to send to you.
To me,
Yeah.
dice roller. What's it called, dude? That random the randomizer. Is that what it's called?
Dude, I've never done it. I have no fucking idea.
Online. I did it last time, but I forgot what I typed in. Online dice.
I thought you
roller?
were already there.
We're gonna do the dice. It says 4 times, so we're gonna shuffle it 4 times, and I'm gonna shuffle it. I already shuffled it once, so I'm gonna do 3 more times. Is that cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. All right. So again, if somebody wins the first time, it doesn't count.
I think it's going to build pretty quick on this one since there's only like 3 guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. Let's see. All right, here we go. Is a wheel on there?
Yeah.
Let me see it. Okay, cool. Oh, nice.
Oh, the best one.
The best one. So the first one, that's probably gonna be the bigger book on this here.
Now,
It's-
Biggs, it just keeps going. Like it just keeps adding stuff until it hits one of your guys' names. I don't think any of you guys have to claim because Lasso's not in here right now.
Yeah. So yeah, it just keeps going until somebody wins, and if it's like a prize, then it stacks.
Yeah.
So
So that'll be in there.
this is gonna be.
Yeah, whoever gets it, it's gonna get that.
This is I think this is 101. Oh, 199. This is Superman 199, first Flash and Superman race. So that's gonna go in there,
That's awesome.
and we're gonna remove that. We're gonna spin it again. Oh,
There you
sweet!
go.
We're getting the Rob Liefeld. To be honest, this one's gonna hurt because I actually have a soft spot for this book in my heart, and this is this cover right here where you got like a random head right there. So pouches, man. So we're gonna add that there. All right, what else is coming on? Oh, and we're gonna send out Funko. So for the Funko, I got the zombie Wolverine thing I picked up.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I think this is a really cool pop. I really like the zombie Marvel stuff that they did. We got add another one. Oh, random. So so for random, I picked this battle bitch that I picked up. All right. This thing is fucking weird. And I just picked it up because I don't know, it just spoke to me. The art on the inside is kind of dope though. It's kind of like on newspaper print. I've never heard of Battle Bitch before, but dude, it's going in there. All right, what else we got? Ah, shit, this shit's piling up.
Yeah, I figured it would.
It's Star Wars. I got this old school Star Wars. It's 35 center, and it's got Chewbacca and Han Solo on the cover. Uh, these are pretty hot right now. I think this is first volume, and I really like these covers for the Star Wars. So that's gonna go in there. Oh,
We're getting down to like somebody's got to win it now.
somebody's gonna win everything, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And for the Bernie Wrightson, I got this Swamp Thing number 8. It's a little beat, but it's a Bernie Wrightson cover, and it is the first volume of Swamp Thing.
That's cool, man.
This is low grade, but it's still it's a nice book for anybody who collects Bernie Wrightson. All right, let's do it.
There it goes.
D-Runk is the winner. Congratulations, man. So he's probably
He's in bed, so
he's tucked in right now.
yeah.
And so I'm going to show those books again. So it's going to be the Bernie Wrightson, and that's his first Swamp Thing. The Star Wars with Chewbacca and Han Solo. The Weird Battle Bitch. 2000.
I mean, like, it's cool because it's going to be his birthday on Monday anyway. So
I know this is perfect. And some Rob Liefeld. Everybody loves Rob Liefeld, right?
I mean, that is iconic.
Yeah. And then the big one is going to be the Superman 199, which is perfect because D is a Superman fan. And this is the first race between the Flash and Superman. I actually don't know who won. You guys want to know who won?
I'm gonna guess Superman.
You think Superman won?
Yeah, I mean, I would hope that it was the Flash because that's what I hate about Superman is like he's just too OP. Even like I said, Superman won. It's just that's fucked up because like that's Flash's only power, you know.
Yeah, I know. He's like supposed to be the fastest guy. And it's a tie.
Oh, is it a tie?
It's a tie. and then there's this kid back here with the M16.
What a toy advertisement.
Yeah, I know. That wouldn't fly these days. And but yeah, man, that's it for the show today, man. I appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out. I appreciate you, Steve, man, and everybody in the chat that came out. D.
Yeah. I'll say again, like, you know, congrats to Biggie. Like that guy's always been a friend to me. And for him to get to 1,000, that's awesome. You know, like yeah. I know that's like a big deal, you know. So,
and I'm gonna say, dude, that like I appreciate Biggie, man, coming out. He's always supporting everybody, dude. Like he's always in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate the fact that he got to 1K doing what he does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like being Biggie. And you know, I'm pretty sure like that's a pretty big accomplishment. So, you know, here's the 2K Biggie Shaq, man. Keep doing you, man.
That's true.
Spec Collector Jack getting drunk. I might be, man. You know, I might be.
You got your little cooler over there.
I still got a couple left in this cooler. I want to show you guys the cooler. You know, it's got some snow in there because we're out here in the Midwest. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys coming out, man. Shout out to the Spec Collector, man. I appreciate you too, man. A lot of knowledge, man. And I'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace.